man's ways, according to Proverbs, seems like that they're innocent, but our motives are weighed by the Lord. Sometimes what we do, we got to check our motives and why we do it. Huh? Somebody tell somebody, check your motive. Because you can do the right thing with the wrong motive. It's right here in the text. Look at chapter 6, I believe, of Matthew. It says, when you give to the needy, don't announce it with trumpets, telling everybody as the hypocrites do, to be honored by men. So you can give with the wrong motive. Verse 16 and 18, chapter 6 of Matthew said, you can even fast with the wrong motive. Jesus said, when you fast, don't look somber. Don't look like your face all disfigured to show men that you are fasting. You don't have to announce that you're fasting. That's between you and God. Have I got a witness? So he says, review your motive. And he says, remember that God is watching. But then, lastly, he said, realign your priorities. Tell somebody, you got to realign your priorities. You got to realign your priorities. Check your priorities. The first thing you got to do in that free check is look at your activities. Tell somebody, look at your activities. First thing that he does in verse 19, he says, what do I do with my time? What do I do with my treasure? In other words, what do I do with my money? God said, give me the first fruit. In other words, you got to give God first. How many know he deserves first? I wish I had somebody. He deserves the first. Not only the first of your time, but he says the first part of your day. You ought to get up with some quiet time with the Lord. You ought to get up telling God, thank you for letting me rise this day. And then give him the first part of the week. And that is worship. How many know that he wants 1/7 of your time belong to God? That means God deserves out of 160 hours in 1 week, God deserves 1/7 of that time. And that is 7 times 7, 24 rather. 7 times 24 is what? Yeah. I need some mathematicians. 68. Well, y'all write that down when you go home. But God deserves 1/7. Which means he deserves 24 hours. 1 day out of the 7 days that God gives you, he deserves 1 day. That's 24 hours. And you know what? We got problems even when we come here to give God 2 hours. Can I tell you right now, some of y'all still in the red. Because you still owe God some time. How many of us give God time Monday through Saturday? How many spend some quiet time with God? So you got to watch your priorities. And then he said, you got to look at your anxiety. Look at not only your activity, but look at your anxiety. And you can tell a great deal about a person by what bothers them. Tell your neighbor, say, I can tell about you by what bothers you. Look at verse 25. It talks about worry. Jesus said, don't worry. And can I give you 5 common words that worry us? Number 1 that has the list is finances. Did y'all hear me? Finances. You can tell if a person is happy or worried. If they smiling, normally they got money in the pocket. But when they show up broke, of y'all ain't been there? It'll show up, Larry. It'll show up on your face. Anybody else been broke beside me? Huh? Won't it show up on your face? Finances. And then the second thing that he said is food. Quit worrying about what you're going to eat. I'm in the 6th chapter of Matthew. Quit worrying about what you're going to eat. Matter of fact, some of us eat the wrong thing anyhow. Then fitness. Fitness. Look at verse 27. Huh? Because I want you all to see it ain't me that's making this up. Anybody got your Bible? Look at verse 27 of chapter 6. What it said? It said, quit worrying about adding 1 cubit to your stature. Quit worrying about your fitness. Then the 4th thing is, quit worrying about fashion. What you gonna wear? Look what he says in verse 28. Why do you worry about clothing? Then he says, consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They don't neither toil nor spin. Yet I even say to Solomon in all of his glory and array, that if one of these things were like that how God clothed the lilies of the field. So quit worrying about what you wear. It never ceases to amaze me that how you can open up your big closet and say, I don't know what to wear. Huh? And you got a whole array that you can change. He said, quit worrying about fashion. Then the 5th word is quit worrying about your future. Look what he says. He said, do not worry about, verse 34. Do not worry about tomorrow. Huh? Because tomorrow will take care of itself. But you ought to recognize who holds tomorrow. Have I got a witness?